Hi everybody, Gary Williams here for Toolbarn.com's Barn Banter. When I was a kid, I would watch my dad work on his car all the time, and whenever he brought out the socket set, I'd head for the Band-Aids because I knew at the end of whatever project he was working on the car, he'd wind up with a bunch of bloody knuckles, scraped hands, all that kind of stuff. So I'd go get the Band-Aids and have them ready for when he was finished. Now, GearWrench has a way to keep that from happening with its bolt biter sockets, and these things are really cool, and we're going to show them to you coming right up.
The Bolt Biter is a brand new launch from GearWrench, and it's one of our most exciting new launches that we've done in a while. This brings a whole new level to the extraction industry.
Right.
And extraction is basically saying, how do you get a bolt out that's either been broken or it has been rounded off or it's so rusted and corroded you can't even get a socket on it.
Right.
So the Bolt Biter gives you the opportunity to do that with a new technology. This is existing technology that has been out there in the marketplace for a few years. This consists of a extraction socket that has basically blades. These blades are intended to cut into the bolt, chew it off, tear it off, destroy it, but it'll get it off. The Bolt Biter, the claim to fame of the Bolt Biter is that it's cloverleaf design technology and half-size designs.
So by that you mean you go from a 17 to a 17 and a half or 16, right? Half size.
We actually call them negatives.
Okay.
So here we have an 11/16,
Right.
and here we have an 11/16 minus.
Okay.
The beauty of that is the 11/16 will work on an 11/16 bolt to remove it.
Right.
If you've got a bolt head that's been rounded off, the regular 11/16 is going to spin on it.
Okay.
The 11/16 minus will grip it.
Oh, okay.
And again, the cloverleaf design will allow you to remove it without damaging it. Notice that it goes on easier.
Sure.
The competitive style, I've seen users have to take a hammer and tap those on.
Pound it on, yeah.
Once you remove it, this is a unidirectional. It'll take it off only. You could actually use the Bolt Biter to reinstall the fastener, especially since you haven't destroyed it.
That seems like such a huge deal, especially if you're someplace where you don't have ready access to parts and you've had to do something that would otherwise destroy the fastener, right?
Great point. Unique bolts sometimes aren't easy to come by. So you can reuse it, put it back on. It can be removed from the Bolt Biter easily. You won't have to put it in a vise and take a hammer to it and knock it out. And these are impact ready.
Okay.
These are chrome molybdenum steel made to be used on an impact gun. Probably one of the greatest benefits as well is durability. Again, remember I said these are blades? Blades dull.
Sure.
These won't dull. We've done tests with these that have failed in as few as a few dozen uses. They stop cutting. These have gone through cycle tests of over 50,000 uses and continue to grind away. You'll notice here we have a wide variety of sizes starting as small as we have it right here, a 1/4 inch, all the way up to the 3/4 inch, and we have more sizes coming soon. But again, the big claim to fame would be that half sizes, that negative size or minus size, allow you to get on that bolt that's been totally destroyed or corroded or damaged by the guy who worked on it before you.
It's a big deal because you can't fix something until you can get the bad stuff out. You've got to take the bad stuff out before you can put the good stuff in, right? And this helps you do that. All right, well, hey, we've got more to show you. Stay with us. Hey, we're back and we're going to talk precision. And one of the ways that people guarantee precision when they're working on certain types of projects is with a torque wrench, right?
Absolutely.
And you've got some innovations in torque wrenches that I think you want to talk about.
Yes, thank you very much. Micrometer torque wrenches have been around for a long time. They're nothing new. What GearWrench has done is added to our existing offering of micrometer torque wrenches with the new 120 XP micrometer.
Okay.
What's different about this torque wrench compared to ours or any others is we're incorporating that 120 XP ratcheting head that we introduced in our regular line of ratchets a few years ago. What's so great about that? 3 degrees of swing arc. That means that you can move your handle as little as 3 degrees out of a 360-degree circle to get it to index just one time. This could become critical if you're in a situation where you have very little room to move the ratchet or the torque wrench. So it's micrometer or micro fine ratcheting. How we achieve that is not with 120 teeth, because if you made the teeth that small, they get a little fragile. We have a 60-tooth gear in here, but 2 pawls. The pawls are what you hear the teeth clicking against. Each pawl engages each tooth 2 times, each alternately. So you're using 60 teeth 2 times or 120 positions.
Okay.
Hence the name 120 XP.
So it gives you a lot more control or a lot more precision when you're doing what you need to do with the torque wrench, and it gives you a lot more flexibility when you're working in tight spaces, basically, correct?
Absolutely right. In many situations, especially in automotive, it's all about access. You have very limited access.
Right.
So the things like the slimmer head, the microfine ratcheting, the thinner body, all are there to address those needs of a technician when he has limited access to his work. Other features that I like about it, setting a torque wrench is as easy as unlocking, turning the handle, and lining your barrel up with the calibration on the tube.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more easy to do when you can see it easily.
Sure.
We have this reverse out white on black, makes it very easy to see. A nice anodized aluminum handle, which gives you a great gripping area, less chance of it slipping.
Right.
And you notice the little ring in the middle of the handle down
Sure.
there underneath your palm?
Yep.
That is a center line. Torque is a product of distance times force. So you always want to apply torque at the exact same point on a torque wrench.
Okay.
So we give you a target where to put your palm when you're applying force. And again, it's called a clicker because it will actuate when you reach the amount. You set this for how many foot-pounds the spec calls for.
Okay.
You use it until you reach a certain foot-pounds, and then it will.
Oh yeah, right.
That actuator tells you to stop.
Right.
You've reached torque.
So you
Nothing-
got an auditory and a feel for it too, because
Exactly.
of a click you feel, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So nothing new about the technology, but a lot of great new features that we've built into this new torque wrench.
Look, we've got torque wrenches from GearWrench on our website at toolbarn.com. You should check it out. It's a great tool, and you know these things. You've even made this so that I can understand them, which is quite an accomplishment. But quality tools. We've got a lot of other GearWrench tools on there, and a lot of other tools from Apex, in fact. The bit biter and all those things. Good stuff. You ought to take a look at it on toolbarn.com. Meantime, thanks for being with us, and we hope you join us next time.